Hey everyone, my name's Walter, and I'm back here to talk about more nice guys from Reddit. Nice guys are, of course, guys who talk about how nice they are all the time. Being nice is probably something that should be shown with actions, but these guys usually don't seem very nice when they don't get what they want. Anyway, it'll become obvious soon enough, so let's just begin with nice guys from Reddit. These posts come to us from Reddit nice guys, of course. I'm married, so I just jokingly described my husband. So, what's your type? Bearded, big, tall, muscular guys with long hair who wear flannel and Carhartts and own a farm out west along with a dog and a dozen cows. Yeah, kind of a humorous response. I don't think it would have made me too mad. Let's see what this guy said. Of course. You girls never like nice guys. You only go for macho assholes who are broke. Your boyfriend probably beats you, and you deserve it because you never give good guys a chance. I hope one day you realize what a mistake you've made, and then you'll wish you would have given me a chance. Wishing abuse on someone is very nice behavior, of course. The story makes it even weirder. This was not just some rando messaging her. I swear I was certain he knew that I'm married. He's seen my husband. He's helped us out on the farm, but for whatever reason it didn't register and he just thought I randomly lived and raised children with this man? Because apparently he didn't know, or didn't want to know. We were just talking about a friend of mine getting married, and I was saying something along the lines of how my friend's fiancé seems really nice, which brought about the what's your type. Now that is puzzling. Harsh reality. Nice people are often called assholes in this century. Joker's quotes. Need I say more? Hard to believe that next month it will be officially 8 years since my last relationship. I've been single for 8 years. No sex, no dating, nothing along those lines in 8 years. Time flies. But it plays in two ways. My last relationship has caused me to fear of falling in love again. But also, I haven't found a girl who finds me attractive. I'm not thin and hot looking like a lot of girls look for these days. Facially, I kinda look like a dork too. I'm not downing myself, I'm just telling what I see. I've had girls try to take advantage of my heart, my kindness, and everything. I have still yet to find one girl who can prove to me that looks don't matter, love isn't about money, or taking advantage of someone's goodwill. If I'm gonna do something for you, I don't expect anything back, except for don't use me and don't pluck at my heartstrings. I'm not saying all girls are like that though. Sorry, I'm just venting at this point. It's been a long 8 years. This is what I do. I go to work, come home, and either work on music or sit alone thinking deep into things like, what if, or how can I do this, or will I be okay down the road? I can't control it. I'm a soft person. I portray myself to be tough, but I'm just a softie. Which brings another thing. Girls don't really like softie guys. Softie guys always get friend-zoned. I guess I'm just not boyfriend material. I try to be. But I can't make someone like me or draw interest in me, and that's fine, I get it. But from my past experience, girls get hurt by their ex-boyfriends badly to the point that they feel they can't trust another guy again. That's what saddens me, you know? The world is all flipped these days, but it's in God's hands. I'll let him predict my future. Anyway, I'm venting. Good night. Oh, there's a lot to unpack here. You kind of feel sorry for the guy. He didn't do anything as bad as wishing abuse on someone, and we should be able to vent, but if he posts stuff like this often, this could easily be the one thing holding him back. There is nothing good to be gained from telling every woman on your social media that you think you're ugly. Or God forbid letting them know you're concerned about the friend zone. And yeah, the post did say it happens at least once a week. Majority of women like bad men. The good men are single, left to die alone. Ever heard the saying, nice guys finish last? I never feel bad when women get beat up by their bad boy boyfriends/husbands. They know what they signed up for. She rejected all the good men to chase the asshole. Have I ever heard the saying, nice guys finish last? Yeah, I think I've heard it a time or two by now. Yeah, this next one's pretty bad. Wanna date me? I have money and I can take you out to eat. I'll take care of you super well as long as you please me and only me. I'm 16. Your mom doesn't have to know, sweetheart. I'll sneak you out and spoil you. I don't want to date a 41-year-old man. I'm a minor. It is creepy. So you're one of those stuck-up bitches who can't get her priorities straight? You're the ones who make this so tucking hard. There is nothing wrong with an older man wanting a younger girl. I just want to spoil you and not do anything dirty. You're a fucking cunt for assuming I'm a creep when I'm a genuinely good guy. Fuck you. Now, I don't think it's Lucas, but he is the same age and has a very similar approach. Hey girl, I got some stimulus money. I could take you out to eat. And yes, hitting on teenagers is creepy, even if it's legal. Hello. I know it's late and all, and you probably don't remember me. You sold me your math textbook on campus a few weeks ago, and I kept your number because you seem really nice. Thank you, but it is a little strange. I know, but give it a chance. I also think you're really beautiful, and the pins on your backpack indicate we have similar interests. Let's get coffee tomorrow and catch a movie. Wow, this guy moves fast. And after we've already established that it's late. Look, I don't know you, plus I'm already seeing someone. Thank you, though. Bullshit. You're not seeing anyone because any man would not have let you out of the house looking the way you did. Me, I'm a nice guy. A gentle, intellectual soul who would only have a lady's best interest at heart. I would make sure you were cared for and protected. Whoa, I'm done here. Don't contact me again. He sounds like a gentle, intellectual soul who needs to be shoved into a locker or something. It really doesn't matter. He creeped her out by randomly calling in the first place, so he was kind of starting with a red flag here. So he's basically saying if she goes out with him, he won't let her out of the house? Tinder and feminism caused this. Girls just sleep around with the top % of guys instead of everyone being in monogamous relationships like how it used to be. This is why slut-shaming is a good thing. Everyone should be in a long-term relationship and stop sleeping around. I don't know how so many people haven't figured out how much fun you can have being single. This next one is from Reddit Legal Advice, which is a great subreddit. Maybe I should cover it sometime. Had a falling out with the girl I love and got served a cease and desist order. What can I legally do? Before even reading this, you can legally leave her alone. What kind of question is this even? I will give the short version of the story here. I guess if you need more context, see my other post. I met this girl in January of this year, at the start of the second semester at our university when we worked in one of the rec centers together. She was a freshman and I was a junior. She started college a semester late, she said because of family issues, and said she was nervous about it, so I decided to show her around a bit. We got lunch a few times during the first month on campus, and I gave her tours of the campus. We hit it off immediately, and I knew I was in love instantly. Well, long story short, I asked her out and she said no. I was heartbroken, but she agreed to still be friends. Unfortunately, I don't have evidence of this since the conversation was in person. I tried several times throughout the semester to show her what she meant to me, but she ignored me and all the thought I put into the gifts I gave her. We had a falling out that involved me drunk calling her and her telling me to leave her alone when I tried to explain. I have spent the last month in absolute depression. I think about her every day. She blocked me on social media so I can't see her profile, but I haven't texted her since school ended. But it finally got to be too much for me. I decided I would try one more time to show her how much I love her. I knew the town she moved to school from. It's only like an hour away from me, and I have family that live nearby. We have talked about it before. So I texted her and told her I was coming to meet her. I was going to meet her at X coffee shop and wanted to talk about everything. Once again, she couldn't even do me the respect of replying. I checked her Instagram that night and saw that she was out partying that very night. There were pictures of her with alcohol, she is underage, and her wearing skanky clothes. She told me she hated partying. It's like she has become a totally different person, so I did freak out a little. I told her about how much I cared and about how awful it was for her to just ignore me like that. That I was going to come to coffee shop on X day, and if she should do me the respect of coming to see me. She never replied, but I got a piece of mail today. It was a fucking cease and desist letter. She said she would seek legal avenues if I didn't stop harassing her. What the fuck, Reddit? I need to know what I can do legally to talk to her and make sure she doesn't understand. I don't want to live a life knowing she hates me. From my research, a cease and desist letter isn't legally binding like a restraining order or anything, and I am not harassing her since I don't have an intent to intimidate or hurt her, so she can't charge me with anything. Is all that true? Do I need a lawyer to respond to her letter? Thanks for all your help and for reading this. Edit. Wow, everyone here is talking to me like I am a piece of shit. Just to be clear, I have not contacted her since I got the letter. I am trying to figure out my next direction. I can't believe a sub specifically dedicated to legal advice is getting so personal. Yeah, this guy was completely unable to see how bad his behavior looked to everyone else. This one actually had a happy ending where Reddit was able to convince him to never contact the girl again and to essentially mend his ways and get help. Maybe I could cover it in depth in its own video if anyone wants, but we certainly don't have time to do it right now. Let's just read some more posts. This guy had laugh reacted to a sexual assault news story on Facebook. His profile is exactly what I was expecting. At a gasp. As accused of being a stalker just because I followed my heart and simply messaged what I thought was a lovely lady, just the once. by simply asking her out online by being a gentleman? What has happened to respecting your fellow person and not slandering their name and reputation? I mean, if someone calls you a stalker for sending one polite message, that would be pretty shitty, but why would anyone really do that? My self-summary: not your stereotypical narcissistic male, just one who is sick and tired of being a nice guy and trying his best in a relationship. Looking for friends with benefits, one-night stands, or flings. I don't look at women like a piece of meat, so save your goddamn judgments. At least I'm frank enough to be direct and honest about my current views on relationships and wants. Hit me up to know. Also, yes, I earn enough to fully pay for drinks and nights out, haha. And yes, I've been told I'm good in bed. And that my assets aren't bad. So? You can pay for drinks? Hell, I'm in. I'm a pretty cheap date. Sorry, I know I'ma get a lot of hate for this, but I'm getting really annoyed with all these not all men and 97% of women. The kind of guys that do this are pigs, but these are the same men that all these girls are running to and think that they will be with them forever. I'm not saying it's right at all what these guys do, but girls need to change their perspectives on men, while all these assholes and eshays are in relationships. Then do this girls cry about them, run back to the same type of guys. It's really passing me off, because while I'm sitting here and do my best to respect women, I have to deal with. All I'm saying is what these guys are doing is awful and completely wrong, but girls need to look at who they're dating. Most of the guys are idiots that have girlfriends. Not all, but most. In this guy's mind, almost every woman is just running from abusive guy to abusive guy. We don't even seem to live in the same world. This next one was a message completely out of nowhere. Hey, I wanted to ask you something. I'm usually not the type to ask stuff like this, and I know it's pretty straight up. I was randomly scrolling through Amino and saw you and thought you were stunning. I've been quarantined because I caught COVID and I've been bored out of my mind. And to be honest, I've been horny all day. I was wondering if you would be down to have some fun and trade pics on Snap or something. I wouldn't really dare to ask someone I know because I'm kinda shy. I wouldn't save the pics and I'm respectful about it. I hope I didn't bother you too much because I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. You'd make my day though. I'm a guy, by the way. Yeesh, talk about unnecessary additions. I'm a guy, by the way. I know this is supposed to sound spontaneous or something, but it really just reeks of desperation when guys do something like this. Okay, just one more post. Just saw your pictures/profile, and nope, it sure doesn't make sense. You're okay looking, but nothing to write home about. I'd never give you a second look. Secondly, you can't spell simple words like sense, not sense. Kinda shows your level of intellect. Definitely subpar of any girl I'd take out. No thanks, I'll pass. He's not interested because she made spelling errors? What a fucking snob. Well, not enough of a snob that he spelled intellect right. I'd hate to see this girl's writing if it's worse than his. Anyway, that's about all the time I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you have something to say, definitely let me hear it in the comments. If you're new here and like the content, consider subscribing for more of the same. Big thanks also to my generous patrons. I'll be right back to shout them out because they have helped me out a lot. I know, I've been gone for a while, but we're going to be making up for it now. I might even still do the video that I had planned for my Valentine's Day special. Anyway, yeah, keeping it brief today, I'll be back tomorrow. Let me know if you'd like to hear more about that legal advice case. I could probably make a video out of it. Have a great day, everyone, and try not to force women into giving you a cease and desist before you leave them alone.